Hey guys, I think I found an alien spacecraft hiding in these trees. Oh, it's just a rock. I thought it was an alien spacecraft. It's just a rock. Aliens. Are they real? Please let me know your honest opinions, your honest perspective down in the comments. I really want to know if you believe aliens are real. I've met people, good people, on both sides of this argument. My best friend in high school, he swore that, so he lived out, he lived on a kind of like an acreage outside of Edmonton, Alberta. And he said that one night he and his buddies were having a campfire behind their house, kind of in a small area outside of Edmonton. And he said this weird object with lights flew over, like not very high up. It flew over their head, and he said it was unlike anything he had ever seen in his life. He said it could not be a plane. He said it could not be anything other than a UFO. He said it was a UFO. Now, this is my best friend in high school. I wasn't there. I'm listening to my best friend talk, right? I think it was a few years before I met him in high school. So he might have been about 15 years old when this happened. So he swears that UFOs are real. Now, the word, the term UFO stands for unidentified flying object. Okay, so if something flies, like a bird or an airplane or something, that's a flying thing. It's a flying object, right? If you don't know what it is, that's unidentified, right? You could say it's an unidentified object, right? So have you ever seen a UFO? Let me know. I have not seen, I don't believe I've ever seen a UFO. Okay, so some people say they've seen UFOs and they swear that UFOs are real. Some people say they're sure UFOs are not real. It's just all a scam, right? A scam means a lie, like a hoax. It's another word kind of for scam. A hoax. It's like some lie about something, right? The election was rigged. They all planned it. The government planned this election. It's rigged. That means it's all planned out already, right? So it's not a real election. It's all fake and everything like that. It's all a hoax. It's a scam. People say that about these things, right? Maybe you've heard of the flat earth theory, that actually the world is not round like we learned in school. The world is flat. I mean, look at it. It looks pretty flat, right? You can see those buildings there. No, you can't see any curvature of the earth. What do you think about these things? Okay, so today I just want to talk about UFOs a little bit, because there was recently, I think just a few days ago, a top intelligence official in the US government has come out as a whistleblower. Okay, what's a whistleblower? A whistleblower is a person who leaks some information that they are not supposed to leak, right? To leak means to give something that you're not supposed to. Remember Edward Snowden? He's a famous, whistleblower, US whistleblower. He came out and told the public that the US government was actually, spying on everybody. So he came out as a whistleblower. And that was, when was that? 2000, is that about almost 10 years ago maybe now? I can't remember. Maybe about 10 years ago. and he has not been back to the US since. He's not allowed. If he goes back, they're probably going to kill him, right? So he's hiding in Russia. He's become a Russian citizen, and it makes you think. These whistleblowers, they come out with information about something. So there's this really one of the top officials in the US intelligence community has come out. I'll try to put a link. I'll try to remember to put a link down in the description so you can watch. That's on YouTube. The interview is on YouTube. So tell me, is this guy lying? Because he says that the US government has in their possession alien craft. Okay, alien. So a craft means a vehicle, some sort of vehicle, right? Like a spacecraft, right? Or an aircraft. An aircraft, it's another word for an airplane, right? If we talk about an alien, like a spaceship, you know, kind of what the typical UFO looks like, right? It's kind of like a pancake shape, you know, and it's got lights. So this guy's saying that the US government has a secret program where they recover crashed UFOs, basically these crafts, right? It's another word for vehicle. I'm not talking about craft dinner. Here in Canada, lazy people or poor people, they eat craft dinner. That's another word. That's a Canadian word for macaroni and cheese. You know, if you go to the store, you can buy those packets of mac and cheese. In Canada, we call that craft dinner, or KD. That's spelled craft with a K. This other kind of craft, like a spacecraft, is spelled with a C. Okay, craft. So, do you believe that the US government possesses spacecrafts, like these weird things that they're not telling anybody about? So this whistleblower said that yes, the US government possesses these weird things that are not made by human hands. So they've come from somewhere else, they're a different species, right? A dog barking here. I think there's a dog that lives in that apartment there. Hey, look at this nice pond, guys. Wow, nice and peaceful here. Nice summer day here in Calgary, Alberta. Not in Calgary, I'm in a place called Airdrie, Alberta. It's just north of Calgary. Nice summer day, guys. Look at that nice pond. So please tell me honestly, what do you believe about this issue? My biggest objection, I don't say I don't believe this, you know, because my best friend in high school told me he saw something. It was weird, it had lights, it came over there. It wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a plane. So what was it? And this is my friend. I mean, you believe your friends, right? Especially if he has got nothing to, he had nothing to gain or nothing to lose. I mean, he's just telling me information, what he saw, right? He was an eyewitness, right? Someone who sees something is an eyewitness, okay? So even our justice system, you know, our regular, you know, courts and stuff like that, they rely on eyewitnesses. They'll ask you, did you see the accident? Let's say you see two cars crash into each other and you saw it, and you have to go to the judge and you say, yes, I saw it. I swear I'm going to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. I saw this. I saw the red SUV crash into the white car. And then the judge will take that into, you know, consideration, and okay, yeah, okay, so we'll make this case that this happened, right? They rely on eyewitnesses because there aren't cameras everywhere in the world, right? Might be some cameras on this building watching me, right? You know, there are cameras, but there aren't cameras everywhere. Every crime or every accident or like UFO, you know. My friend back in those days didn't have a camera to, that was before cell phones came out. Nobody had cell phones back in those days. Well, very few people had those big, huge cell phones, you know. Kids didn't have phones back in those days. So it's not like they could just whip out their phone and take a video of this thing. You know, this was my best friend telling me about this. I had another friend at that time who also, he had done a lot of research on aliens and said aliens are absolutely real. 100%. The US government is hiding stuff. Great. My biggest objection, an objection means that you are kind of, you're skeptical. You're skeptical, okay? So my objection to this whole alien business is, why is the US government hiding all this information? There's a UFO, guys. Headed right to the Calgary airport. Some aliens in that one. So why is it? What does the US government have to gain by hiding this? Why is it such a top secret program? Okay, it would be maybe easy for me to believe that one government was doing this for some reason. Maybe the US government is doing for some reason, they're hiding this information from their people. But my question is, are all the governments in the world in cahoots with each other? Do you know what that means? In cahoots with. That's an advanced English word that means that they are working together. They're secretly working together for some reason to lie to their citizens. Okay, so let's say the Canadian government is working with the US government and the German government and the Indian government, and they're all working together to lie to their people. They're all in cahoots with each other. Okay, cahoots with. Are you in cahoots with anybody? It means that you're acting together for some kind of maybe sinister purpose. Sinister means kind of like some evil plan, right? So it's so nice and peaceful here, guys. I'm just hearing these birds, and don't you just love the sound of birds? Those birds are unidentified flying objects, because I don't know what name of I don't know what species those birds are. I'd like to learn more about birds, what the names of the, you know, because there are also so many different kinds of birds. One of my favorite kinds of birds is the kingfisher birds in India, that they have those bright colored ones, like the turquoise color, I guess you could say. Those are amazing looking birds. I love them. But I don't know much about birds. I don't know much about different spacecrafts. You know, I've never seen a spacecraft. Okay, so my other question is, why is it just the government that's finding these things? So let's say a spacecraft, right, is, let's say some, you know, space shuttle is, it comes and crashes down to the Earth. Okay, there's another word for a vehicle, shuttle. A shuttle, right? Some sort of a spaceship, space shuttle, you know, UFO. Something comes and crashes down to the Earth. Let's say it's in a forest. Like here in Canada, we've got lots of forests. Why is it just the government that is finding these things and like looking for them and retrieving them and then keeping them in a top secret location? You know, why is I mean, why is it that not, like, average people aren't finding these things? Hey guys, should we walk around to that? I see a little kind of a lookout spot over there. Let's go walk over there and keep our discussion going here. Oh, there's a nice bird sitting on this information kind of sign thing here. Let's try to sneak up on this bird. Look at that, beautiful. Look at that bright orange. like part of his wing on his shoulder. I think that's on his shoulder, right? Oh, he's getting ready to fly. I scared him away. Oh, welcome to Biohaven Floating Concentrated Wetlands. Well, some information about some wetlands. This type of area with like a kind of like, you know, water and like bulrushes. You can call that kind of area a wetlands. So sometimes here in Alberta and Canada, you know, even inside cities, they have kind of natural wetlands. Okay, so these plants beside the pond here, they are called bulrushes. Bulrushes. Okay, so see these kind of weird looking things, right? These are, oh, these birds must have babies around here. They're trying to scare me away to protect their babies. I know how these birds are. Look at that. They're angry with me, trying to save their babies. Okay, so bulrushes, these types of plants. Okay, so guys, what would be the main reason that the government would be hiding this stuff, and that all the governments around the world would be in cahoots with each other? Like, so let's say a spaceship were to crash in Azerbaijan somewhere, right? Do you think the president or the prime minister, I don't know anything about Azerbaijan, let's say the leader of Azerbaijan, would he pick up his phone and call up Biden? Hey Biden, guess what we have here? A spaceship crashed in our country, out in the mountains. We got it, now it's in our secret possession. Just wanted to tell you about that. Nobody's listening to me. It's our secret, Joe. Just a secret between me and you. We're gonna keep the secret from our citizens. We're not gonna tell them. Why would they do that? How all the governments around the world are in cahoots with each other. Do you believe it? If that's the case, then war is also a lie to the citizens. I mean, the different conflicts that are going around the world. If all the governments are in cahoots with each other, that means like all these wars are just fake. They're not really happening. They're just maybe pretending to fight to keep us normal people in the dark. Right? If someone is in the dark, that means they don't know about something. They don't have the information about something. Right? And sometimes governments do this. I know this. That governments very often want to keep their citizens in the dark. There's something over here, guys. Rustling in the grass. Maybe it's an alien somewhere over here. I don't know. I can't hear it anymore. Okay, so yes, governments do want to keep their citizens in the dark. They have top secret programs. I get that. But that all the governments around the world would be working in cahoots with each other? You like my new hat, guys? But my new hat, it's just a bit tight. I'm just kind of stretching it out so it fits on my massive head a little bit better. So guys, you know, like, it's kind of like the flat earth theory. You know, the flat earth theory is that the world is flat, and around the edge of the world is Antarctica. There's a wall of ice around the whole world. That's why you can't go there, because it's water. Average people can't go there because it's really cold, and there's water, and then there's a huge wall of ice all around the edge of the world. Well, like, my question is, wouldn't some normal person sail over there and find this ice wall But what the flat earthers will say is that all the governments in the world, or at least the major governments in the world, are working in cahoots with each other to keep their citizens in the dark. So we're talking China, US, Russia, Canada. What they all like talk to each other and, hey guys, let's keep a secret, do a secret plan here. Maybe that's happening, but for normal people to not get for normal people not to find a spacecraft before the government, I mean, why wouldn't that happen? Like, if I found let's say I'm walking through the forest, right? Or even right here. Let's say I'm walking here, and let's say a spaceship crashes here, or maybe it crashed here a long time ago, and I find it in the trees or the bushes. Now, what would I do? Would I call the government and say, hey, look, I found a spacecraft, you better come here and get it and hide it? I wouldn't do that. I'd pull out my phone, I'd take pictures of it, I'd take a video of it, I'd take a selfie of me with the spaceship, and I would probably call some people and say, it's like secretly, I'd do it privately, I'd probably keep it a secret myself for a while and think about it. What do I want to do here? Do I want to tell some people? Then I'd probably find some normal people, say, guys, let's come out here to the forest with me and document this weird thing. This is definitely an alien spaceship. There's a dead alien inside. I can see his bones, or I don't know what I would say, right? So we get a bunch of people together, we go out to the forest, and we take pictures, videos, all of that stuff, and then put those pictures online. I'd upload it to YouTube, you know, Twitter, Instagram, all these places. And not only me, but all my friends are doing it too. And the government wouldn't even know we were going to do that. Now, suddenly, let's say the government finds out, oh, Mark is posting pictures of this UFO online. Let's go and grab him and put him in jail. Like, at that point, I mean, everybody would already know. And then all my friends would say, oh, okay, look, the government has just grabbed Mark. They grabbed him for this reason. They put him in jail for this reason, you know, or at least we think it's for this reason. There's something fishy is going on here. Fishy means something suspicious is happening, right? I'm not talking about those kinds of fish. Probably some fish in this pond. Fishy, if something is fishy, that means it's kind of something suspicious is going on, right? So let's say the government were to put me in jail and say that I was doing something wrong. So I committed some crime, right? Well, my friends then would say, you know what? He didn't commit that crime. The government is just using that as an excuse to hide their real motive, which is to shut him up so he doesn't talk about this UFO that he found in the forest. You know what I mean? So, like, those are some of my questions that I have for people. Like, you know, let me know if you've seen a UFO. Like, with my best friend in high school, the UFO that he saw flew over it was the back of their house. They were in their backyard, and this thing flew over, and it had lights, and it was weird. It was a big thing. It didn't crash. There was no evidence. There's no pictures, no videos, no nothing. And again, with this whistleblower that came out with his story a few days ago, he's not showing any pictures. He doesn't have any evidence. All he's saying is that he's spoken with high up people in the US government, basically, and they say that yes, this program is real to hide the spacecrafts that they have in their possession somewhere, some secret building. I guess they have a UFO. I don't know how big, you know, how small, if they have alien like bodies, bones, or do aliens have bones? I don't know. So that's the thing, that all this stuff is so vague, right? Vague means it's not clear. It's not really concrete, right? It's kind of like even some of the videos, right? You've probably seen UFO videos where there's something flying in the sky, some little black dot, right? And or some weird lights in the sky. Yeah, I get it. I've seen there's weird stuff. I've seen videos of weird stuff. Now, a lot of videos can be made and made by people, and you know, they can be edited in a certain way to make something look like that. You know, so for me, when I see videos these days, I don't really believe much of what I see in video. These days, even, you've probably heard of deep fakes. You know what the term deep fake, that means where you make a video of someone, even let's say me, talking to you in my voice and my face, my clothes, but it's not me. What do? It's just a program. They're good at doing this, right? So that's called a deep fake. And this stuff could be really dangerous. I mean, let's say you saw a video of like some leader saying, hey, we need to go and bomb this country. Everybody, let's go and invade this country. Well, what if that leader didn't say it? What if someone just made a fake video that looked like the guy with his voice saying that? Some of this stuff is getting scary, guys. It's getting really weird. So I'm not saying that I don't believe in UFOs. I'm just saying that I have some questions. And one of my questions is, are the world leaders working in cahoots with each other? What do you think? Do you think all the African, European, Asian, South America, like, are all these leaders in cahoots with each other? That seems hard for me to believe. And why would all the UFOs just crash in the US? Why is this such a US thing? Let me know, in your country, is this a discussion? Like, have people in your country found things relating to UFOs, alien life? Like, from my experience, it's mostly just like a US and Canada thing, like, or mostly. It's kind of like the Sasquatch, right? Have you heard of the there's this kind of, well, I'm gonna say like a mythical creature, but these people say it's real, so I guess it's not a myth for them. It's a creature called the Sasquatch. It's kind of like a combination between like a gorilla and a person, a human, like a large human, really hairy, that lives in the Canadian mountains here in Canada, in the forests, and a very, very kind of a secretive type of creature where he doesn't come out very often. People say they have seen the Sasquatch, guys. Something's on my ear. You know, if someone comes and tells you very seriously, I saw this, and there are people who say they've seen the Sasquatch, just like, so my friend in high school said he saw that thing. He didn't know what it was. He didn't even call it a UFO. He didn't call it a spaceship. He just said, this is what happened, and this is why I think it's possible that UFOs could exist, because I saw it with my own eyes, right? What do you do with things like that? I mean, my friend wasn't lying to me. And that's the thing, is that what do these governments, let's say all the world governments are working in cahoots with each other, what do they stand to gain by this lie? If you stand to gain something, that means you benefit in some way from it, right? So like I teach, there's a bug on my cap. I spend my time making videos. What do I stand to gain by this? Well, this is how I live. That's how I make money, right? So I stand to gain by making English videos to teach English. If people don't stand, if you don't know like why someone benefits, then you can say, what do they stand to gain by it? What's their purpose for hiding that information? You know, let me know your answer to that. If you believe in aliens or you believe in flat Earth, what do they really want? I mean, what for what purpose? And the other question, like I said, is why are all these UFOs ending up in the hands of the governments then? The governments who have these top secret programs who don't want their citizens to find out anything. Why? Why are the spaceships? I mean, like, the spacecrafts are certainly not being controlled by the government, right? They would be from a different planet or a different species. They are just happening to enter our airspace, and maybe they crash, maybe they don't crash, maybe they disappear. I don't know where they go, but why is it just the government that is getting their hands on these? Because with that one that my friend saw up near Edmonton, like, if that had crashed, he and his buddies probably, I think it was at night, it was later, I think it was maybe around midnight or after midnight, they probably would have got their flashlights and gone to see what it was, right? And then they find it, maybe take pictures, or to, you know, somehow get some physical evidence of that. Why is all the physical evidence just ending up in the hands of the government? You know, you have to stop and think about this stuff sometimes, right? Why are they saying this? That they, you know, why is this whistleblower saying that the US government has this in their possession? They have these vehicles. Guys, look at those nice ducks down there. I don't know if you can see in my camera. Very nice family of ducks. There's the mother duck and her babies right kind of beside her, and then there's some more babies over there. That's kind of a nice pond. I love. And there's another duck on that island in the middle there. I love places like this. Oh, there's a whole bunch more ducks on one of the islands over there. You know, there's many things that don't make sense in this world. This world is a mysterious place, and I also agree that there's many things that I don't understand. I don't believe that, you know, just because I'm not seeing something with my eyes doesn't mean it's real. I do believe in those things, that there's many real things that I cannot see with my eyes. But with this weird alien stuff, I don't know. Guys, I just have questions. I have more questions than I have answers. So there's my discussion topic today about aliens. Guys, let me know your comments. You know, like, honestly, what do you believe about this? Do you believe aliens are real? Because it opens up, if a person says, okay, yes, I think this is real, it opens up a whole, you know, new reality in a lot of ways. Like, so we you know, who made these beings? Are they like human type? Are they intelligent? Because that's the whole thing, is that people say these UFOs, I mean, they're made by intelligent life, maybe many times more intelligent than we humans are. So to put together a spacecraft, you have to get the metal, you have to get the weird type of materials, right? You build this thing, you fly from some other planet or something to here. Well, you must be pretty smart, right? And you must have the mental ability to create this spacecraft, because we know that these, like, we in our experience, we can tell when something is made by human hands and when it's not, or made by intelligent life and when it's not, right? Or maybe that's a question, maybe that's brings up a whole nother question, right? So, like, look at this bench, right? If I was walking in the forest and I saw this bench, I would think a human being had been here and built this bench. This bench didn't just evolve out of nowhere. A tree didn't just fall down into these pieces and make this bench, right? Somebody must have put this together. So the same with the space, these like, you know, spaceships. Someone must have put them together, right? And who are those people, those aliens? What do they think? What do they look like? Where did they come from? Who made them? it just opens up a big can of worms, right? A can of worms. If you open up a big can of worms, that means it causes a lot of problems for a person's like belief in reality, right? What is their worldview? You know, everything we know is here in this world, right? We see people, we see cars, we see stars, and we see planets and stuff. But for these other creatures, like we don't know how to we don't know what category to put them in. Like, we have animals, we know what animals are. They're plants, we know what plants are. But this weird other life form that we have never even seen before, it's just kind of like, it blows your mind, right? So for some people who have their beliefs kind of set in stone, it would maybe open up a can of worms for them. You know, then they start questioning their beliefs. You know, who made these beings? Is there a God? Is God real? If you know, everything I knew down here on this earth, God made the world, angels, demons, now these weird creatures called aliens. Did God make those aliens? Did he make them somehow special like humans? You know, it just opens up a whole bunch of questions, right? So I don't know, I don't have the answers to this, guys. I was just watching some YouTube videos about this, and so I thought I'm gonna sit down, make kind of a discussion format video where I ask you some of my honest questions. Tell me your thoughts, guys. Does the US government have these secret programs where they're hiding this stuff? I don't know. And what implications does it have for your belief system? Implications means like, how does it affect your belief system about the universe, the nature of the universe? So if aliens are real, what implications does that knowledge have on your understanding of reality? So guys, I'll leave you with that question, and maybe I'll just leave you off with these nice flowers. Look at these beautiful flowers, guys. They smell, they don't have a very strong smell, but they smell nice, like nice flowers. All right, guys, so from here in Alberta, ooh, I spotted another UFO over there. Heading for the airport. All the UFOs are going to the Calgary airport today. So guys, as always, hope you're doing great. I love you so much. Let me know all your honest thoughts. I won't judge you for you having some weird ideas. I kind of like hearing weird ideas. So anyway, have a great day, guys. Hope you're staying safe and healthy as always, and having a great day. Hope you're enjoying the sun like I am here in beautiful Alberta, Canada. Well, forgot how to end my videos. Oh yeah, as always, I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.